near the Frank Bank.
Hello and welcome to Jomboy and Jake Radio. Today is April 7th. It's Wednesday, which is Jomboy and Jake Radio Day. It's a crazy Wednesday. We already did an hour show on Talking Baseball, 2-hour show coming up right here. We got the pregame show coming up for Talking Yanks. Then we'll be live for the entire Yankees game, taking shots of whiskey as we do. Then we'll be back here for the Yankees series recap. Long day in the office. As for this very show, fellas, we're going to be drafting Franks. We're going to be opening some presents that got sent us, eating some cereal. We got trivia and some other stuff coming up. My name's Jimmy. His name is Jake, and producer Bug Dude, D-U-W-D. How are you doing, Jake?
D-U-W-D?
That's how I spelled it. Yeah.
Okay, I had it with an E. James, I'm good. Big.
Wait, I said E.
I said U.
I said E.
Okay.
Or at least I meant to say E.
Okay.
D-E-W-D.
U works, too. That's where I was like, that is kind of cool.
No, D-E-W-D.
Maybe I thought it because in my head, I was going D-U-U-D.
Dud.
Bug dude.
I would pronounce that dud.
German dude. I'm doing well, Jim. It's a big day. It's a big day. This in a way for us is an accumulation of a lot of things, you know?
Ooh.
Our first ever show together becomes one of our last shows together. We're announcing on JJR we're leaving the music playing circuit. Thank you, guys. No. We're doing
That was a lie.
Shots O Jamo live tonight with Jameson Tyone. We used to do that in Jimmy's basement. I would drive up. We would grab as much weird clothing and props as we could. We would close the basement door. Jimmy would set up 3 cameras and some lights. We'd ask our friends for questions on Facebook. And then we'd draw them from a hat, answer them, take a shot of whiskey. And there is some footage that'll be unearthed one day.
I don't know. I have no idea what we say. We're young, 23 years old, something like that.
I don't think we say anything bad.
No.
We watched through
stupid.
them.
I don't think it's controversial.
Yeah, no,
it's never really been our game.
We release it when we're 70 and our grandkids hate us.
It had a really good intro theme.
Great music on those. Great music on those.
The intro theme was "Nobody Likes Rob Urban."
Your turn.
Your turn. Yeah.
So yeah,
it's called "Get to Know Us."
Baseball season is officially in swing. We had our crazy weekend going on. There's, the off day after opening day. It's happening. And, yeah, man. Doing all right.
Good job by us.
Yes.
First week in, in general. But I was going to say we had a big map meeting where we mapped out the month, and we changed the schedule from last baseball season, hoping to give ourselves more breathing room. This week and last week, we left here at 4:45. Yesterday we left at 4. Me and BBD left at 4:45. We've been done working early, which is phenomenal. Tonight we're here till midnight.
Our recording schedule has given us the opportunity to have a life if we want it.
Last year it did not.
No.
Cutting out the Talking Baseball pregame show was huge for that.
Yeah.
And we did 3 JJRs last year. Now we're only doing this one today.
4 Talking Yanks, 4 Talking Baseballs. Each of those are down to 3.
Yeah.
You start shaving off. What we just listed is shaving off about 10 hours a week.
Yeah. But
easily.
That's 10 hours of content a week alone.
Right. And we were
work
doing
on either side of them.
Yeah.
We were doing the PPPs and TPPs leading up to the season, so it's honestly been a lighter load in a way.
Yeah.
Also, prepping for shows is so much easier in season when the content and the topics are given to you and you don't have to create them in a way. So, yeah, good, successful first week content-wise, audience-wise, vibes-wise, and lifestyle-wise.
Chat, we love you. You have to understand. You have to. That we have to ignore you for a little bit.
Yeah, you're not even up, chat. Sorry.
Everyone's excited for the Frank draft. I get it. If I was you guys, I'd be franking off right now. But no chat for a little bit as we all have our respective Frank banks ready to go. How many? 4 or 5 Franks?
5.
5 Franks.
Okay. That does change my draft.
When BBD throws it on just you, do you
Yeah.
feel pressure to keep talking?
A little bit, and I think I've had to work on my eye stuff. I think you've seen it a little bit now that we've got this. Trevor.
Well, you stare at the camera.
Well, yeah, that's what the people see. So I try to engage at the impactful moment, but otherwise the people that watch at home, they see this. They want to see this looking at
Sometimes it's weird because you're talking to me, but
Giving
you're
them love.
staring at the camera.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm still finding my perfect lane with it. I think the impactful points I want to drive home to the people I'm here. The impactful parts I want to drive to you. I'm here.
Okay.
This plant floating around. This plant never got full love.
I like that.
The rose really overshadowed it, though. You got to be honest.
I want to get real flowers.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I have a pretty good Frank bank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 down, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 that are get those if you can. And then
Okay.
I put 7 in case you guys snake one, and then I have backups. I separated mine into 3 different categories. I don't know if you guys have that as well. I'm leaking a lot right now. I'll quit it.
We don't have a category-based rule or anything.
No, you just got to stay within the margins of
Yeah.
what's fair.
I currently have 18 Franks listed,
Wow.
and now I'm worried.
That's a lot.
I'm better at coming in not prepared.
That's a lot of Franks.
Yeah.
I have a ton of Franks written down. A lot of them are jokes.
Okay.
Okay.
Love
Well-
jokes.
I'll spoil one. One of them, I wrote down Sam's Uncle Frank.
Okay. Yeah.
I think
Was
he
not
can
on my
go
board.
undrafted.
Was not on my board.
I just thought
It
of
was
one.
pretty early on that
Jim just thought of one.
I was nervous about how many
Sam's
Franks I'd be able to
Uncle
think of.
Frank.
What was that?
Sam's Uncle Frank.
Jimmy.
I mean, there's a guy named Frankie who taught me how to ride a 2-wheel bike. I'm not going to put him on my Franks list, but he deserves it.
Not your parents?
No, he was in our cul-de-sac, and he taught every kid how to not ride the bike, but how to start how to start without a human. Because when you learn how to ride a
Start
bike,
yourself.
someone's holding the bike, and then they help you take off. And he taught everyone how to position the pedal, and then how to drop that right foot down as you start wheeling, how to get going by yourself. He taught the whole neighborhood. Frankie.
Thanks, Frankie.
Not going to draft him, but
No.
I appreciate everything he did for me.
On my board, not looking like a draft.
Not on my board.
He's on the board in case of emergency, much like Sam's uncle.
Okay. I mean, Sam Uncle. I might take it. What are you laughing at?
So, in good news all around, I've had a new group chat develop in my life.
Oh my God, the man of a million group chats.
Well, Jim, my mom's not very tech savvy, so she's never been a group chatter. But now that my sister has had baby Emmett, I don't know if I said Emmett on the air last time, a group chat is flowing that is now, the women in my life, my mother, Renee, my sister, and Jess. Mostly baby pics, as to be expected. But my mom is, considering selling her house, got married and stuff. And so there's some buyers that came by. My sister asked, did the buyers buy the house? My mom replied, ambivalent. Just one word. I said ambidextrous.
Also a word.
My sister said amphibious. Jess came in with Amsterdam ?
Oh.
I don't know if it counts.
Yeah.
I think it's still in the... It's kind of like... That's the AM draft.
If that had come a little earlier.
That's the AM draft. So that's just got a giggle out of me.
Do you know you have a shiny dot on your face? It's really weird.
BBD?
Shiny dot on your face.
You have a couple different. Maybe it's like a soap you use or something. It's. I always thought it was. You had like a. It looks like what are those things when you mail them to someone? They open it up and it sprinkles everywhere.
Oh, like a
Glitter?
Glitter.
Glitter
Yes,
bomb?
it looks like you have a piece of glitter, but it's in the same spot.
Where
But
on his face are you looking?
I think you need the light
This side
coming
of
out.
my nose?
Yes, that side of your nose. But I think you need the light on it. I've noticed it a couple days
I think
now.
that I don't see it currently.
No,
but it rings a bell.
It's almost like a picture that you need to like do the angles at. It's never going to be in that shot.
Look at that beak shot.
I wonder if when I find it, if I can say freeze and take a picture and it will come up.
We can try.
I wonder what it
We
is.
can try. I mean, there's a lot of light in the room.
But it's been here for a while.
Okay.
And it's like, it's a tiny little, like almost like if you were a TV screen, like 1 pixel, and it sparkles, and you have one here and one here.
Interested to see.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of light in the room.
For the people at home, it kind of are a pixel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already pixeled.
Oh.
Pre-pixeled.
It's cool.
Okay. Let me know.
I will. I didn't know if you would be like, oh, yeah, my dot.
No.
Yeah.
I don't have a sparkle
Like if
on
you've
my face
noticed
that
it
I've
in the-
known
in the
throughout my
bathroom or
childhood.
something.
Because I don't think anyone has that.
Turn your head, like, look at me, and then turn your head slowly to BBD, and let's see if we can get an angle of it for me. No. No. It looks like you're struggling to. No, didn't catch it.
Did you happen to see it just now? And that's what
Yeah,
brought
I
this
saw
up?
it. I saw it when he was talking,
If
and I
I
saw
had
it
to
last
Because
week.
the way
Yes.
you were just talking about it, it sounded to me like you were saying this room's too well lit.
So
for
I've got
it.
two
But
things.
you
in
saw
play.
it
No,
in
but I
this
saw
room
it
a
last
while
week
ago.
and the week before too.
I've got two things.
No,
in
I
play.
agree
Yeah.
with you.
I have very greasy skin, and sometimes that can reflect some of the light, and maybe the grease can settle in an
No.
area and reflect. I think that's in play.
Yeah.
I will say this, and I've mentioned this with pen and ink before. If something's on my skin, it's part of it. So, like, Jess and I used to rave pretty hard, and we're excited to do when New York starts opening up. Like, if I got any, like,
Glow
glitter
stick,
stuff
yeah.
on me, not glow stick, like glitter, it's staying for a while.
Yeah.
So there is a chance that periodically glitter is coming on me.
All right. If I see it again, like you have one in your mustache that I see, but it's not as big as the one that I was seeing earlier. It does look like a piece of glitter stuck on your face,
Thank you.
or like you're part fish.
Could be hair. Could be just like a bad hair getting some light.
It's diamond. It's like gold. It's gold colored, and it's like
Oh.
super shiny.
Kind of losing me.
Yeah.
but-
A little worried about you now.
I
Maybe
wish
you're
it,
just seeing me die?
no.
Are you
No,
seeing like the life leave me?
No, it's tiny.
Okay. That could be the life
It
leaving
looks
me.
like a tiny piece of glitter on your face.
Jim, how was your weekend?
Oh my God. Opening day was Thursday, and then we did the city with Trev. I slept in Trev's bed in his hotel room.
You can say you've slept with Trevor Plouffe.
Saturday, I just did a lazy day at the house. Watched the Yankees game. It was like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be more hungover. I really wasn't hungover. And then Sunday, I went and played disc golf with my
Right.
father-in-law,
Kirk.
at Camp Gal, which is where BBD's
Gaw.
Camp Gaw.
Camp
I didn't know if it was
Gaw.
Gaw or Gal, where BBD spent a lot of his
I spent a
formative
lot
years
of time there.
looking
Hmm.
at porno mags in the woods.
Used to sled there
Oh.
with my father.
One or the other.
Well, one of you was looking at porn.
How was your weekend?
No, the porn. In
We
the
were
woods-
with each
Good.
other.
It was
like
a
Porn
all
in
weekend.
those woods days came much later.
It's a very connected. Well, the first chunk of the weekend was pretty connected.
Yeah. Well, how was your Saturday? That's the only day I didn't see you.
Saturday was good. We, like you, woke up, got it loose. We did the pregame show, and then Yanks came up after that.
Oh my God.
Threw a blanket over me, had the dog with me, had the laptop open. God is good. And then, yeah, we had a surprise visit from Jess's mom, which, hey, I mean, oh yeah, I was getting you good with that one.
Yeah.
I had my pregame show fedora on.
Oh, you do that little. It's so funny.
Selfie. Surprise visit from Jess's mom with, hey, a surprise visit from a mom is a surprise visit from a mom. Noodle had his 4th birthday yesterday, so we're pretty dope. I don't want to say I'm dad of the year, but when I got off the subway, and he's a dog. When I got off the subway, went to CVS, searched for hoped, prayed they had dog toys there. They did. They had a couple treats, couple big rawhide bones. Heaven.
Dude, it's scary.
It's nuts how much they like that shit.
Scary buying those things from CVS and Target, because if you Google review
there's some bad ones.
They're like, don't give your dog this ever. I did that at Target. I was trying to buy the pups like a big bone that they could chew on for a while, and my mom had once bought a bag that got like recalled for like killing dogs, like just getting stuck in their stomach. So I knew that, so I was Googling, and every single brand, the reviews were
it's horrible.
2 out of 5 stars. My dog got this lodged in his stomach. Blah blah blah.
So it's parenting. It's I think when you have a puppy or younger dog and you haven't been through it yet, you feel that for sure. And then like, dude, the shit I've seen Noodle eat. Oh my god. Which hey, maybe that's bad parenting, but age 4 now. I mean, there's some puppy Noodle content locked up with early Talking Yanks stuff. So he's getting old. All of us will die. But he's not in puppy heaven. He's in the apartment.
Yeah,
just having a good time.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's a death pod.
Good time in hell.
Mac has been super cuddly lately, like needy. Like in the morning, he always like, I'll say up, and then he gives me like almost like when you're dancing with like your 6-year-old daughter at father-daughter dance, like that. Mac just like, he just jumps up and puts his paws on my belly and just like leans into me, and usually it's like a couple head scratches and then he's on his way. He's just been staying. Like he's just been hugging me forever, standing on his back legs, front legs up on me, and if I stop, he'll just jump like right back up. And then he's also sitting right in front of us and looking up. He's never been needy. He always is needy and needs to play with me, Dad, play with me, Dad. And now it's like a whole week now of just,
this damn other dog won't go away. I need some love.
Something's going on. Maisie's a little cutie, dude.
Jealousy.
Maisie's cute. She's a little rascal, though. She's starting to, I think she's going to be bigger than Mac.
Sorry, Mac.
They're not allowed in the bedroom anymore.
Wow, that's a big move.
Katie made a hard rule.
Do we think it stands?
For a little bit. It just sucks because our backyard, the dude who owns the house, he made a back patio, but he didn't make the patio out of outside material.
Okay.
It's almost like what you would get in like a wedding venue inside tile, like a tiled lobby. So it doesn't drain at all. And then there's no grass. It's all mud. So if it's wet outside in the slightest, like they're just dirty. Like they're very good. As soon as they come in, I say sit, and then I'd get a rag that we leave out there, and I wipe each paw. They're good at that. So they can't go on the bed because they just get the sheets dirty all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So I get up in the morning. I got up. I let them out to go pee, and then I'm hanging out, showering, and getting ready and stuff, and they're just sitting outside the door while Katie like continues to sleep. Just sad. Sad.
Sorry, guys.
I had a dog run in last weekend that I forgot to tell you about.
Baby dog.
I went to, ironically enough, my friend Frank's house.
No.
He came home for the weekend. His parents' house. They went away, and he was watching the dog. Went over, had some drinks in the backyard, and they got a dog like a year ago. I believe the same kind as Noodle. Her name's Winnie.
Winnie, sup?
She hadn't seen. I met her at one point around then. When she's like a puppy. Didn't remember me this time and was terrified. I've never had a dog be scared of me before.
It's a bad
feeling.
So
it was, not that I'm like the biggest dog guy, like anyway. Like I'm always hesitant to like pet a dog, but like now you're scared to let me pet you. This can go bad pretty easily. It's like worse than the alternative, than what I'm usually worried about. That they're like too eager.
Everyone wants to be liked. Sorry that dog didn't like you, BBD.
She figured out I was a friendly, and it was...
Did you go low? That's the international dog trick. Get down on their level.
I was sitting in a chair.
Okay.
So we then went to the backyard, and eventually running around enough, got used to my scent, I guess, and
Ooh.
we were good.
I'd like to get used to that scent.
You can.
Kind of are.
Okay. He is.
It's huge.
8x8 box.
So he's got Sam's Uncle Frank and his friend Frank. Did any of you guys have
He's not on my list.
Yeah, of course not.
Sam's uncle is.
I just had Sam's miscellaneous relatives and hoped there was a Frank.
Yeah. Did anyone get semantic satiation when you were making your list? Like the word Frank just became like, this is a name? Guys go by
Oh, a little bit.
Frank?
It's weird, yeah.
What?
When you look at those letters together and the noise it makes, it's
Yeah.
a little...
That also kind of happens with any name.
Well,
If you
yeah, it
look
happens
at
with
it enough.
anything. It's
Yeah.
semantic satiation, I think it's called. Saturation, semantic sat. When you say things so long, it doesn't sound. It just sounds like
doesn't sound like a real
It sounds
thing
like
anymore.
a splat or a bloop.
So, I had one pick I really liked that I do think is just... It's over the line, so I want to get it out there. And it's kind of what the conversation we just had. I had the first Frank on my board.
What's that?
The first person to be
who
named
just
Frank.
whoever.
Oh yeah,
Just because, like... But think
Yeah.
about that.
yeah.
The first Frank?
Well, I mean Franklin. Just
I
go by
like-
Frank.
Right. But the first Frank.
First person to go by it.
My name's Frank.
Yeah, we
So
can't.
I knew that wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
I knew that wasn't a legal pick, so I want to get that out into the ether.
I like the thought, but
The
yeah,
first
I think
Frank
we would
is so
have.
powerful, man.
That probably would have gotten vetoed. But I like the way you're thinking.
First Frank. My God.
Adding another person to my board.
Late ad to
Um,
Jomboy's Frank Bank.
Yeah.
Are we ripping this bad boy? It's on everyone's mind.
Let's get to it. Frank Draft is coming up. It's brought to you by DraftKings, your one-stop shop for fun. I don't think that's their official slogan. It's everyone's favorite tournament of the year. The golfers are in Augusta, Georgia to compete for the coveted jacket. DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting you in the center of the action by giving you a shot to land on the green. This week, DraftKings is giving you 100-to-1 odds on the golfer of your choosing to finish in the top 10. All you got to do is choose golfer. He finishes in the top 10. You can win a lot of money. If you haven't tried DraftKings, this is the time. You can also go to DraftKings. You can go to their own promotions and the Jomboy specials, and they've still been running their own Kuipers, which is really cool and interesting that they have been choosing. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOMBOY when you sign up to turn $1 into $100 if the golfer of your choosing finishes in the top 10 of this weekend's tournament. That's code JOMBOY to turn $1 into $100 for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in Indiana, 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
With it.
All right. Everyone got a piece of pen and paper in front of them?
I never do.
All right.
I think I'm just running back my last number.
Well, okay.
Wow.
And I still have the paper here.
A legal move.
Okay.
Is 42 out forever?
I think none of us are allowed to pick it.
I think it's out forever.
What?
Yeah, dude. We fucked up.
We all three
all
took
got
it
greedy.
a bunch of times.
It's one of my favorite numbers. I think it's retired. Jackie Robinson.
That's such bullshit.
I need a pen.
I like the retired aspect of it, though.
Yeah,
We've retired.
we're showing homage.
Okay.
All right, I didn't recycle the exact number, so I changed it.
Random. Pens down, Jake?
Pen down.
All right, BBD, what's your number?
It's 21 again.
Okay.
Half of 42. I just rewrote it.
74.
I took 38. 7.
Ain't that it?
BBD, do you want to draft first, second, or third?
I will take the number one pick.
I will take the third overall pick.
Sandwich me daddies.
Okay. All right. You have a number one overall pick that you wanted. I thought the 3 spot was the for sure good spot here. I think
I would have been comfortable with any pick, but I do have talking points on one specific guy.
like paths. Oh, showing everyone.
Whoa.
Fucking Frank.
God.
Yes,
You
Frank
nuts?
Bank on full display. I'm interested to see how much overlay we have here. You know, I think you took one path that was on my board. none of Jake's past are on my board. I was thinking more. It's a deeper draft, and there's so many ways to go that
There's angles.
there might not be a lot of.
You
So
can,
I've got a
you can
question.
find your own little like rabbit hole on
Is this an all-star team of Franks? Best Franks? Or does it have to be like a unit of Franks?
Not unit.
I don't have
Okay.
them working together.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I've never
Just
liked.
wanted to make sure.
I've never liked.
Just
that
want to make
aspect.
sure. That's
I
fine.
liked it. I would have been open to it
Letters
for
at
numbers.
play.
I liked it for letters a lot.
Letters at play.
We can do something that way. This is not one I've prepped.
BBD.
Your
with
first
my-
pick.
With my number one, Frank, I'm taking Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Wow.
You look at any of his election maps, overwhelmingly popular. So popular, he was elected 3 times. They changed how presidents worked. You weren't allowed to do more than 2 terms of work. They hadn't
Yeah.
done it before that.
Yeah, a little bit of a
They
tyrant.
changed the rules.
He was on my board.
It was on my board as well.
Didn't have him as a first rounder.
The New Deal.
I think he was a strong second rounder. But hey, build your team around Franklin Roosevelt. I get it, man. President.
Yeah, I mean,
Historically, he's like the most popular
It
president.
feels
ever.
kind of like if this was
By the
fantasy
people
baseball,
yeah.
it feels
Okay,
like you
fine.
took the top starting pitcher. Like you took DeGrom.
Yes.
Had Trout. and
He
some of the other
wasn't.
guys.
So in my categories, he was on my board, but he wasn't top of the category I had him placed.
It's a good pick.
So like I wanted him later on, I really did, but I'm fine with you
I like
grabbing
it.
him, and I think it's a good pick.
I think there's the one that like
he was on all our boards.
yeah, he's on all our boards, and I think there's a guy who most people I think would have taken number one. Not my style. I like the comp to the first taking a pitcher first.
I'm
know what I'm
assuming I'm going to take who's on your board. If I got first pick, I was going to take the one pick. Frank Sinatra.
Yeah,
He's I mean
he's
the
not my
king of-
Frank.
He's the king of cool. I mean, you just say Frank Sinatra and everyone's like, "Oh." Like he was your favorite person's favorite person. And he still resounds. I mean, through the stadium. I don't need to defend it.
Okay. All right. Sinatra's cool.
King of cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite Frank Sinatra song?
Start spreading my shoes.
Ooh. Okay. Yankee fan?
I am.
My favorite Sinatra
Fly
song
with me.
is "Summer Wind."
Yeah, it's a good one.
You put that on during the start of summer?
I end up singing that in my Louis Armstrong voice. That's my only problem. Summer winds
Came blowing
blowing
in
in.
from across the sea. It lingered there
So I'm sorry, Frank.
without a care.
My
All right.
way. I mean,
My Way's
fly me
pretty
to
good.
the moon. Frank's got it. Frank was it, baby.
All right. With my
Very
first
good.
round pick, I am
back.
taking Benjamin Franklin.
Ooh.
Who,
he was the third Frank I wrote down.
He was my consensus top historical real person. He was my number one real person. Benjamin Franklin, diplomat, sexaholic,
Yeah, kind of a creep.
big creep, invented a ton of shit. Would have been the first president if he wasn't so old and fucking Parisian hookers too often.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah. No, he was too old. But yeah, Benjamin Franklin. He was also a troll. I mean, I don't know if you know the stories about this. There was a guy, a satirist, who wrote a pamphlet, and Ben Franklin came up with his own anonymous, like he created an identity who wrote a competing pamphlet, and in his pamphlet declared that the other guy died when he didn't actually die, but everyone thought that guy died. And when the guy was like, "I'm not dead," he was like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
he came back from the life." Like Benjamin Franklin's comedy holds up, which is kind of incredible.
Yeah. I mean,
He's my number one historical Frank.
I like Benjamin Franklin. I think in the historical world, I was leaning Roosevelt just because Ben Frank does have the creep and troll aspect could be spun the other way too. But I mean, he's Ben Franklin. He's a legend.
I was gonna say some mean stuff about FDR, but just to disparage your pick, but I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's really
Overwhelmed,
cool.
so popular they changed the rules.
Well, he went against the rules.
He was a problem.
He went
He-
against precedent. He didn't
Yeah.
go against rules.
Yes, he was kind of a problem.
His book, The President Against Precedent.
Also, like if you wanted to like really
Not out
you
yet.
wanted to be really mean, you'd be like,
Sure.
I couldn't even fucking walk, stuff like that. If you wanted to be mean.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Didn't love his wife at all. Had a girlfriend on the side. Come on.
The wife Eleanor. Who's your second pick?
My second pick is my number one fictional Frank, and it's Frank Reynolds.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
And I that's why I wanted the wraparound, because I thought I would be able to grab those two. My number one real and my number one fictional. Frank Reynolds is obviously it's DeVito and he's funny already, but like the way they write that character,
It's the best character.
Yeah.
I mean, can I play my favorite soundbite ever?
Sure.
Him talking about the good life. It's the funniest thing.
All right, what makes me All right, what makes me happy? It's like, at night, I ride around town in a limousine, partying, having a good time. When I'm on my way home, I pass a bum. I take a balloon with some champagne in it, lob it out, and beat him. He only gets a little bit in his mouth. He doesn't get the whole thing, not even a full sip of it. And you say, hey, how do you like a taste of the good life, you sack of shit?
Honestly, I think that's my favorite joke in television history. Like, that is so fucking funny, and the way he delivers it is so great. Not even a full sip.
I mean, yeah, he was the number one TV movie character on the board. Danny DeVito, at that point of his career, joining the It's Always Sunny game, changing the game, and Danny DeVito going full tilt.
Yeah.
I mean, past full tilt.
Do you know the story of the one time
Places people have never been on television.
they made him naked come out of a couch? The only time he ever vetoed a script, because they were like, let's see what he'll say
Right.
no to.
You have to at a certain
They
point.
had him getting raped in every scene. They wrote a script where him getting like raped in every scene, and like he
does
was
like,
like
goes to
he
jail or
finally broke, and he came to them, and they're like, guys, and they're like, okay, cool.
Found the line.
I wanted to make sure you have a line.
It's good to know the line. It's a good pick. It's a good pick. Okay. Okay. Some good Frankage so far. I think so. I kind of got to play BBD here on the double. I think what I'm gonna do, and I think this still might even be a little before BBD, but he's an all-time movie character for our generation. I will quote him for the rest of my life. Any of his scenes, the loud ones or the quiet ones, are some of the best. It's Frank the Tank from Old School. Will Ferrell.
He's on my board. He was my second fictional character.
I listed him the same way as you. I do have a drop off. Well, not necessarily. I've got a couple medium ones, but he's all time. I mean, if you're one of our younger people and you haven't done Old School, do it. Oh my God. Listen to some of the small banter in that movie. It's so good. The highs and lows of Frank the Tank, forgetting it's his birthday, and just like when he's slamming cabinets shut with the hockey stick.
No, I haven't watched that in a while.
Oh my God.
But I just thought of like 10 different quotes that you can say. I mean, streaking is obviously the big
Right.
one. Streaking's the big one. Hey, nice green hat is like a subtle one. Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if we'll have enough time. It's a good
Oh
one.
my God.
A real quiet one is when he's got his blow-up doll. And they're like, nice blow-up doll, Frank. And he goes, yeah, she's all right.
Watch, if you're unfamiliar somehow, I don't want to say it in a
You're
rude
my
way.
boy blue.
Yeah,
was
I
like
mean,
the
You're
most
My
popular
Boy
thing.
Blue. Watch the therapy scene and not laugh. And
Yeah.
that's it. So
Nobody freak out. Oh my God.
BBD, was that like on your board? I know you're a couple.
You're
He was
crazy,
an
man. I like you, but you're
old-
crazy. It's the whole fucking movie.
I don't have an Old School attachment.
Right.
So I wouldn't have picked. I've only seen it, I think, twice.
Okay.
So I don't have a big.
Right.
I wouldn't have snaked him there.
Okay.
Am I up?
You're back to back, baby.
All right.
Spin it.
With my next Frank, I'm taking Frank Robinson.
Okay. Yep.
He's got one of the most fascinating baseball reference pages. he has like the most like accolades at the top of anybody. I think we still haven't found somebody with
Frank
more.
Robinson. Yeah.
Hall of
Wasn't on my
Famer.
board. Wow.
It was on my board.
Manager as well. There's a few different baseball Franks you can go with, and I think he's the clear-cut number one baseball Frank.
He was my number one baseball Frank.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Blanked on him. Wasn't on my board at all.
Yeah. What's he got? 586 homers, World Series MVP, Gold Gloves, Triple Crown, batting title,
more accolades than anyone.
Manager of the Year.
I think I tweeted that out at one point. Like, he has more accolades than any other player. I've never seen.
That's why I'm shocked you're saying you didn't have him.
I don't think he's like.
Because I stole that. He came onto my radar.
I don't think you put that on the graphic. A lot of people. I don't think it perks him up. I guess is the way I was thinking of it.
It should.
Okay.
So you're saying I should have a perk up pick?
No, you should have. Round 2. What's your round 3 pick?
And Frank.
Oh, that's awful.
Wow.
Attacking the historical significance with all 3 of my Franks. 3
Yeah.
of the most historically significant Franks ever. Probably 3, potentially 3, certainly 3 of the top 10.
Yeah, you're
Ben
really
Franklin's in that
going
mix.
for the sympathy vote here with the polio and then and Frank's. I mean, I don't know how to. I don't. Yeah, I mean, you kind of deflated the room.
She's an all-time Frank.
All-time
She's
Frank.
an all-time Frank. There's no denying that. She's an all-time Frank. Was not on my board.
No, yeah.
I thought I'd be able to save her, but tell me I need a shocking pick. There should be screaming.
It's a shock.
If Frank Reynolds was still there,
Frank Reynolds wasn't getting back to you.
Yeah, I didn't think he was.
I thought you were taking him with the 1 pick for sure.
Yeah. All right. You're up, Jake.
Wow.
How are you gonna play off Anne Frank?
Okay.
Yeah, dare you guys to say something bad about Anne Frank.
Promiscuous.
This
They cut all those chapters out, though. That's true.
I mean,
Yeah, her dad cut those out.
Yeah.
this person didn't go through the same adversity, but faced their own adversity. I'm going with Frankenstein.
I was going to take it.
He's on my board.
All-time Frank.
I was going. He was literally going to be the next pick if you didn't just grab him. So that's a good pick.
He
almost plays into a category of his own. That's why I liked him a lot.
Frankenstein is all-time. How many people know Frankenstein? If someone didn't know Frankenstein, you'd be like, whoa. What?
Yeah. I mean,
And second reference on this show, and former listener, might still be a listener sometimes. Nobody likes Rob Urban.
yeah.
Rob Urban, our meathead friend, 6'2", jacked as you can be, blue eyes. Some girls were interested in talking to him at bars when we used to go to the bars a lot. And he would introduce himself and he'd go, "Name's Frankenstein, but you can call me Frank." And man, you've never seen girls less interested. You've never seen girls go from interested to less interested with that pickup line. So, Frankenstein, young Frankenstein.
Are you picking the monster or the doctor? I was gonna let that sit, and circle back at the end.
It's
but
the
I'll give
monster.
you, just making sure.
It's the monster.
We all knew it would have been very nitpicky of me to come at
if
you
you
for it.
see a kid go
I
out as
figured.
Dr. Frankenstein from
Yeah.
Halloween, just kill them.
Yeah,
So they
just making sure it's very clear for the
don't
people.
bring down
You
our
don't
society.
like Young Frankenstein?
Young Frankenstein. I do, but I mean the monster is attached to him. I picked up a lot with Frankenstein. You get Halloween, you get the movie franchises, you get a lot.
Okay. I'm in a real interesting spot now.
Okay.
Since you took that from me.
You currently have Benjamin Franklin and Frank Reynolds.
Yeah. I got the first 2 picks I wanted.
Similar guys.
I'm really excited about that. I mean, kind of similar guys. Super rich.
Short.
Trolls. Short. bald,
Same hairstyle.
bald with a mullet. Yeah.
Same hairstyle.
There's a route I can go that I think might play to the audience, but like isn't true to me at all.
Be true to
So
your
I'm
draft.
not gonna do that.
Be true to your draft.
I'm gonna take. I'm going to take Frank's red hot sauce.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's a great ingredients hot sauce. It's not my favorite hot sauce, but it's a staple. Like
It's the hot
I
sauce
would
with
never
Frank
say
in it.
no. I don't think many people would say
Which is
no,
really important.
and it would say no. Yeah, I don't think any people would say no to it. And like a lot of buffalo chicken recipes call for it. So yeah, I like Frank's red hot sauce.
It's a predominant hot sauce. I'm not a hot sauce guy. Was not on my board,
I knew that. Yep.
which is fine because it is on your. It makes sense why it's not on my board. But I am a sucker for a good marketing campaign, and Frank's. I mean, I put that shit on everything.
Yeah.
That's as good as it gets.
Pretty good.
That's as good as it gets.
Yeah. And then my next pick. This is. I thought this was going to be my 5th round pick,
Okay.
but I'm going to take it now. Frank Abagnale Jr.
Ah.
I'm glad I took it. I knew that I knew it would be on your board.
So the real life person, I guess the depiction
They're the
too.
same. They're the same.
Yeah.
If you don't catch me, if you can, Frank Abagnale Jr., Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah,
con man.
Yeah, I was about to ask who is that?
He's an all-time con man.
One of the all-time con mans. And then in the movie, Leo plays him, and he's
It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie. I knew, Jake, you might have him on your board, and I didn't want to risk you getting 2 picks, so I bumped him from 5 to 4. But I mean, yeah, it's one of the all-time con mans and a great movie. So Frank Abagnale Jr.
It's a good pick. BBD it's a great watch. It's Leo and Tom Hanks in their prime.
Mm-hmm.
So go check out Catch Me If You Can if you get a chance. And
I've seen a few like scenes from it.
it's just a wild.
We quote it all the time. And we say, "Too mice."
Yeah. At this point, I think part of what makes it great is like it was the last. Not cooking the books, because I mean Wolf of Wall Street, Leo kind of depicts that as well. But I mean he just lived a totally fake life and nobody questioned it.
Yeah. It was like 18, and it was a fake doctor.
And it was like I think the last time you could really do that.
It's a great movie.
It's a good flick.
Based on a crazy human being.
Leo. Okay. I like it. So I had ruled out Abagnale going with
2 fictional characters.
Frank the Tank and yeah.
That's why I
and
needed to go. I
Frankenstein.
needed to go red hot because I didn't want to go 2 fictionals back to back.
I'm a little surprised it's still here. I think I'm gonna do it. Can I take the hot dog Franks? Frankfurters? Hot dogs?
On
You're
my
taking
board.
Frankfurters.
I mean, it's often referred to
on
as
my
a
board,
Frank.
yeah.
You know,
That's a
But
clean
I mean,
pick.
if
A
you're
lot
going
of
to tweet out a
ballparks-
graphic, you can't just say Frank. You have to
I
say
put
Frankfurter.
Frankfurter under it, parentheses, hot dog.
No.
There's a picture.
Yes.
People
No.
know you picture.
Is
but
there's a picture of it.
People
above
know
there.
what a Frankfurter
I mean,
is.
Fenway,
selection
Frank,
is
everyone's got their
Frankfurters.
different names for it, but
My grandma refers to them only as Frankfurters. It's hilarious.
that is hilarious in the
love
Jomboy home.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm surprised it still got
Frankfurter.
here. I
That's how
mean,
you pronounce it.
huge, and I think add a ball game, a hot dog, just what it is as a part of society. It's so gross, but we've embraced it. 4th of July.
Well, it was a very early addition
Sam's opening day.
to my list.
Oh, I think it was the first thing I wrote on
The
my
Frank.
list.
The first thing I wrote was FDR,
The hot
Sinatra,
dog Frank.
Franklin, and then Frankfurters.
I had Frank's Red Hot as my number 1 food or like object, non-human, and then I had Frankfurter as 2.
Okay. BBD with the wraparound to finish your team, right?
Yeah, this is I'm finally going to a fictional Frank.
Okay.
I'm very happy because I thought there was a chance you were gonna take him last round. I risked not taking him in my last round but you guys had taken your favorite fictional Franks. I'm taking Frank Costanza.
Okay. It was on my board.
Was on my board as well.
I love him
All-time character.
very much. All-time character. He recently passed away, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's Jerry Stiller,
Gary
right?
Stiller?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think within
I believe
last
so. Yeah.
several months.
Yeah.
Just an all-time character, all-time show.
It's a good fictional one.
Yeah.
It was my third fictional Frank. Or
He's my number two fictional Frank.
No. I'm sorry.
He
was
got.
not. I had Reynolds, Frank the Tank, Abagnale, and one more than him.
He's my number two fictional Frank.
But I'm not the hugest
He's a
Seinfeld
snag.
guy, so I know that that will play huge in that community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's tough for him being lumped with Frank Reynolds, I think.
Yeah, having to put them side by side. I think at
His time, yeah.
they were probably viewed pretty similarly.
Yes.
I think Frank Reynolds is what would have happened if they let Frank Costanza be a main character.
A little bit.
And
a
like
little bit.
be 15 years later.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah,
Final
I'm
pick.
very happy I got him and when I got him. And my final pick, Frank Ocean. I
Okay.
knew you guys weren't going to take, but
Is that a singer?
yeah. He's not like going to crack any of my favorites, but a lot of people do love him and I like many of his songs. So, Frank Ocean.
What's one of his songs? Frank Ocean. What first thing that comes up is what happened to Frank Ocean?
I think he hasn't put anything out in a long time.
He was hot in the streets
If
for
this
a
is
while.
also me
It was-
playing the graphic a little bit, I had a Hail Mary pick that I'll talk about after the draft. But I didn't want to spoil it with that. So Frank Ocean is also just a very safe pick for where I'm getting him.
I don't know much about him. See
What's
the one
his-
that had the song Farce Gump?
Maybe.
Yes. He played it at the Grammys. That's the only thing I know about him. What's wrong, Jake?
I'm between a few Franks.
Okay. So BBD's team is
Frank
done.
Ocean.
My team is
FDR, Frank Robinson, and Frank Costanza, Frank Ocean.
The gang. Frank Ocean's very famous. I don't know a lot of
He's
this stuff.
He's very.
I don't think I'd go to
It's
dinner
not
with
even
that
that
crew.
I'm.
Ooh. It's not necessarily a dinner crew.
I know. I was just
Never
thinking.
said that.
Just thinking.
Okay. So I had one last thing I wanted to look up with Frank's. I'm not going to draft this guy, but he's a well-liked Frank. I have to go with myself. This is my team. He's a guy I adore. More than your average clam. I'm going with Frank Caliendo.
Yeah, he was on my board, and I just laughed when I wrote him down. I'm like, only Jake likes him.
A lot of people like him. Not as many people like him as much as I do. There's another pick that probably plays with the people more, but Caliendo's my guy.
I love him as a pick for you.
And how he's developed, man. I mean,
Me and BBD couldn't have chosen him.
it would have been. It
You
would
were
have.
smart to save him for the last round. We're gonna lose the lights.
We're gonna lose the lights for a second.
Oh my god.
Back. Yeah, no, it would have been. It would have been it would have been a snipe at me if one of you guys did it for the last round. I didn't know how the draft would play out. I'm fine with the pick.
Okay. For my last pick, I am taking Aretha Franklin. There is nothing like listening to her sing Amazing Grace. I mean,
Would you ever call her Frank?
no, Franklin. Same with Benjamin Franklin. If you're going to veto that, you had to veto Benjamin as well, which you had on your board.
Everyone calls him Ben Frank, though.
I've never heard
I
that.
call it.
You do. No, Aretha Franklin's documentary of her out soon, singing Amazing Grace at a choir. I mean, I don't get like spiritual, but that will move you. It's incredible. Happy to grab her to round out the team.
That's very good value.
It's good value. It just
Certainly.
feels a little off. In my head, I'm
I don't-
not blaming this on you. In my head, I have Benjamin Franklin as a Frank. I do not have Aretha Franklin as a Frank.
And you can see how that
And that's
doesn't
just
make
a headline.
much sense, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally on board with her counting as a Frank.
Because so did Ben.
'Cause
It's
I get it.
Same exact thing.
I get it.
I ended up not going with anyone that I had to like play off them being a Frank, but I had many like that on the board.
All right. I'm very happy with my team. I don't know.
I love my team.
We didn't have the chat open.
Chad,
We
miss
finally
you guys.
opened the chat.
Yeah, I'll open it up.
Miss you guys.
It's gonna
bad right
maybe
now.
have some feedback real quick.
Franklin as a Frank. Oh,
Okay.
There we
go. I warned everyone.
good feedback. Good
All right.
feedback.
Chat, we're back with
R.I.P.
you. We got
Aretha.
chat.
Love you, chat.
Do we have any just misses we want to discuss?
Frankness. I was gonna go that route if I didn't get Aretha
Being
Franklin.
frank, I
Yeah,
thought that
it's
would
just
have been
being honest and
debated,
being
yeah.
open.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that a lot. So I was gonna just like
I was thinking I didn't know how to like phrase it for like I am picking this.
Yeah.
I did think about it.
I thought both baseball players were just incredibly boring. Frank Thomas and Frank. So like I was.
Frank Thomas, I
Frank
consider
Thomas
he's
had
the
some
big hurt.
personality.
Like again, that's
I
a
met him
little
once.
before your baseball hours kind of kicked in. But Frank Thomas, I mean, the big hurt.
Yeah.
He was his own thing.
Franklin the Turtle was on mine, and I knew that would play, but I've never watched a single episode or really even know what Franklin the Turtle is. So
I know I have a few Franklin the Turtle books in my house. He was on my board.
I knew that was popular, but
would Frankie Lindor have played?
Yeah.
So Francis's would have played. I didn't know how hot of a debate that was going to get with you guys.
I had a few of them.
I've heard the
there.
name Frankie Lindor before.
Right.
Yeah,
I've
heard
never
them.
heard Aretha Frank.
Well, I've never heard Ben
Well,
Frank before, like once.
My sleeper, if
One
I
of
needed
Ken's bad songs he used to play all throughout college says me and Ben Frank. So wrong.
my like Hail Mary at the end if I needed it, which I don't think would have gotten me there, but it was just a good joke to make at the end. I had Francisco Franco on my board because it's 2 Franks for the price of 1.
Frank?
Francisco Franco is his name. He was the general that led the overthrowing
Oh.
of the Second Spanish Republic.
I had Frank Francisco. He was a baseball player for a while.
Ah,
He's a Frank.
yeah,
A
2
lot-
for the price of
A
1.
lot of people are upset.
If
we don't
if
have.
I didn't feel good about my first 4 rounds, Frankie
Cheer
Muniz was
yourself
on
up.
my board.
Yeah.
Chat. I
He
had
wasn't
him,
on
I
mine.
thought for sure I was gonna end up with him.
Frank Gallagher was the next fictional guy I had, and that's my whole board. Frank Zappa is the chat is
Hot.
upset we didn't pick Frank Zappa.
Sorry, guys.
What's the Frank Zappa song? Is he in a band or does he just go by Frank Zappa? I know nothing about Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
I know
about
the
him.
name,
The
I
second,
don't-
Yeah.
The second, I told the people out there we were doing Franks. I heard multiple Frank Zappa mentions over the last couple days. It's like just not on my radar at all. So I think it would have helped for graphic purposes, but
I had
I couldn't do that.
I had Frank Lampard.
Who's that?
He's one of the best soccer players ever. Still going. Once you tap in the soccer community, almost unfair. So I didn't do that to you guys.
Do either of you think James Franco?
Yeah, I
did
thought
not.
about drafting them as the Franco brothers.
The Franks.
So that, and then it also would have been a 2 for the price of 1, but that would have been vetoed. And then you were going to tell me to pick my favorite Franco, and I was like, I guess I got to pick James, but like he
James.
kind of stinks. So
It's James.
It's James.
like I like Dave Franco quite a bit.
The one I had that again, this would have been giving it to Denzel Washington a little bit, but it's the same thing as Frank Abagnale. Frank Lucas.
Who's that?
He was the drug guy, American Gangster.
Oh.
Denzel.
Yeah,
I mean, incredible role.
Someone call an ambulance. That's the first line of that movie.
My man.
My man.
Still has some staying power there.
I was a big part of my heart when we were talking fictional characters, and this would have only gotten a laugh out of me. Frank Stent.
Frank Shant, yeah, that would have been a terrible pick.
That's a YouTube video Jake and I watch a lot. It has like 10,000 views, but we watch it a
That
lot.
would have been a god-awful pick.
It wasn't going to win, but I reference something from there most days.
Yeah. The only other thing that I
I've
was
gotten me and Zach pretty good.
the only other thing I was trying to tie in was Frank Barone, who was the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond, and apparently I talk about Everybody Loves Raymond all the time now. Peter
you?
Boyle, famous actor. I've mentioned it on here the past couple weeks.
I haven't seen that show in a while. I didn't know his name was Frank.
So he's the dad, hilarious character. He played the monster, Frankenstein.
Yeah, he played
and young
Frankenstein.
Frank. So I was trying to figure a way to tie that together, like Peter Boyle as Frank. But I think that
He's
would
a
have been too
double
many
Frank.
strings live in the draft.
Yeah.
Live in the draft strings.
Who's Lisa Frank?
Lisa Frank.
I gotta be honest. I haven't known a single Frank the chat's talking about, so they're probably gonna be pretty upset with me.
Very few.
Frank, American businesswoman.
I was surprised that I was able to come up with as many Franks as I did for my
I was
Frank
happy I
bank.
got 12. Jake said he had
start
18.
once you start rolling, on
I had
Franks,
more. I mean, I did some heavy research and just wrote down every Frank that I could come across, so it's kind of cheating as far as just assembling my Frank bank.
So you had no Frank athletes near play.
You were never going to go with one?
And the first thing, because I have been missing the sports angle week after week here, and you guys have been getting it. So I went and I looked for athletes named Frank, and none of them moved the needle for me at all. So I just said, all right, screw it.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a
Because
basketball
I
Frank.
wanted like
Yeah.
I wanted a historical. I wanted TV movie, and then I wanted athlete, then non-human, then like a fifth whatever. But all the athletes, nothing spoke to me.
That's what I was trying to depict before the draft, because it does matter, but it doesn't matter. That you needed to kind of cover the Frank spectrum.
Oh yeah,
That's where I was really happy with hot dogs, because I thought that was the only thing that could be in that lane.
yeah.
But yeah, because like if someone went all Frank TV characters, I would have been like, guys.
Yeah, no,
No bueno.
I mean that's just part. I mean, maybe you think people will vote if there's just all historical people, but yeah, I wanted to cover the spectrum a little bit.
Frank Ntilikina. I did consider Francis Scott Key.
He was
Who's that?
He was high on my list.
The one-hit wonder.
Yeah. Star Spangled Banner.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I forgot to give him real consideration when it came down to making picks. I never came close to taking him, but Frank Gehry, Frank Lloyd Wright.
Frank Lloyd Wright was I thought about him, and then I was like, I don't think anyone.
I've got no attachment to
that-
Frank Lloyd.
That's
I had
why-
no tagline I could give with it.
Exactly. I had him on my board, and then I was like, I don't think anyone truly cares about this. Like, I don't think it's gonna move the needle for anyone.
Like, dude,
I figured
great job.
he'd be a value Frank at the end if I needed him, but
Franklin the Turtle would have won the draft. Yeah, that's when I said I think there's a pick here over Abagnale that would win the masses. But I had to be true to myself, and Frank Abagnale Jr. is better than Is it called Franklin the Turtle? What's that show called?
I think it's
I
just
think
called
it's
Franklin.
the Turtle. I don't know.
To Be Frank should have gone. That was my next pick
Yeah.
if I could.
If we had mandated like industries to take everything from, and one had to be like a not person,
Non-human Franks.
The chat is
then I think I would have ended up with being Frank.
Chad is upset we didn't take Frank Thomas.
Yeah, it's a baseball company.
Well, it was I couldn't double up baseball Franks.
It's
and
true.
I took the
Yeah.
clear-cut number one baseball Frank if you're going to go there.
I like your draft, Jake.
I consider Thomas.
Caliendo I don't like.
Yeah, no. Hey, man, I play the draft for me. If the people like it, good, and they always do, baby. Frankenstein felt good for me. Frankenstein felt good. Like him.
That's the Frank draft.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
Tweet your Franks at us. Tweet me a picture of your Franks.
Yeah, like Frank and Beans. I thought about that
Frank and Beans.
because it's such a funny movie scene, but I was like,
It's fun to say.
pretty honed in.
Yeah, that would have been. I think that probably would have been the biggest region I struggled to come up with anybody if we did it that way, and I was happy we didn't.
I think,
take
I don't like
Franks.
forcing the regions that much.
When it makes sense, I like it. When we need a little spice to the draft, I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Like
Twists.
states, it made perfect sense to do that. Numbers, it made perfect sense to do that.
Mm-hmm.
A good twist.
Yeah. All right, there you go. And time for halftime. We got a bunch of packages and some cereal to eat. You getting hungry?
Yeah, I'm really excited for the cereal. I forgot about that. Frankenberry's in the chat.
What's
This is
that?
A tough one. I think they did. Is that a cereal? Or was it a kid snack for a little bit? Like, it's definitely something I think if we... Yeah, it was a monster cereal. It's a great shout out.
We are going to be eating Magic Spoon cereal. You saw us eat the chocolate and the peanut butter, or just heard us eat it last week. Today we get to try, Jake. We get to try what bamboo. Fruity and frosted.
Ooh.
Magic Spoon cereal is healthy cereal. 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving, only 140 calories a serving. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, and GMO-free. They got 4 flavors, so you don't feel like a bag of crap after sitting down and eating a ton of cereal. If you like to indulge in the munchies and the late-night snacks, but you don't want to eat a whole box of candy and you'd rather eat something a little healthier, maybe even a meal replacement, how much protein that's got in there, go to magicspoon.com/Jomboy. Use code Jomboy, and you save $5 at checkout. Magic Spoon. All right. We didn't prepare for this again. I think BBD is helping out, but we don't have spoons or milk or mugs.
We had all of those last time.
Eventually.
Oh, like right now. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll open this package we
Yeah,
got.
no, I think that plays. I think that's part of halftime.
We got a package from our friends over in Savannah. Savannah Bananas. Delivered fresh.
What's up, Savvy B?
I don't know what it is. Oh, my God. Okay. A koozie.
Huge.
Everyone loves a koozie.
Huge.
A letter to us. A sticker.
Like that sticker
That's
desk.
a really nice sticker. Should I put it here?
It'll stay. Don't we have a sticker desk?
We do have a sticker desk, but usually we get multiple stickers. This is a big one.
It's a big sticker.
We'll see if we already have a Savannah Banana sticker on the sticker desk, and then it can be here. If not.
Thank you, BBD.
And then it looks like they sent us Savannah Banana Tidy Whities.
Yeah, sure did.
So,
Man.
Fruit of the Loom.
What size are those?
They seem big,
They
right?
look huge.
36 to 34 large.
Okay.
It's like a diaper. You can shit your pants. It leaves a little room for the poop.
Might as well.
Snuggle
That's
up.
a second pair, so we each get one.
Yeah, I'm seeing if there's a different size. Same size.
It's a one-size-fits-all type
You
deal.
know what?
You're
This-
either getting in and they're staying or not.
I think these are great for over jeans funny diaper look at one point.
I think they're everyday wear.
They did send us a little card. But I don't think they sent us this with the intention of it being on air. So I'll see. Baseball card of Jesse.
Obviously.
Gotta get baseball cards. I'll read it.
See?
You guys are absolute rock stars. Thank you so much for completely going bananas and being all in on your trip to Savannah. We loved having you and letting you be a part of our crazy baseball circus. We really appreciate all the support and can't wait to have you back in the future. In the meantime, here's some of our official Dolce and Banana underwear to hold you over and keep you inspired. Thanks again. Keep creating, standing out, and having fun, Jesse.
Thanks.
What a pair of tidy whities like?
If they hung.
Like if they hang in the middle, that's almost funnier than a sticker.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's funny. We'll get the tidy whities hung up.
Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, Savannah Bananas.
Those guys are awesome. They've done something
The
very,
best.
very cool built it up from nothing. All right, let's pour some cereal.
Would you like the fruity or the frosted?
Fruity. Do we have milk?
I was trying to find milk, and I realized I forgot to ask the people outside who are listening. So if any of you find it, that'd be huge.
Did the fridge get cleaned out? There's no milk
I
anymore?
think so.
Okay.
There might be milk.
There might or might
I'm
not
a
be
dry
milk.
cereal guy anyway, because I'm
Dry
a
guy.
monster.
You're a dry guy?
Yeah. I'm wrong for it, I know.
Do you know it's been 10 years since Workaholics premiered? They tweeted out like 10 years.
What? It's been 10 years?
A dry guy? You're a dry guy? Wow, that makes so much sense. Little known fact, most serial killers are dry guys. I recently read a book on the subject. It was a blog, but I read it.
That's not true. I'm a dry guy. There's a lot of normal guys out there that
No.
are dry guys.
No, creeps are dry guys.
No, normal people are.
Fred Durst is a dry guy.
Tough shot at Freddie D.
Okay.
What do you think? Should we go? Should we get
Yeah.
it dry? Be dry guys?
I'm a dry guy.
I'm not sure if there is milk.
This tastes like Fruity Pebbles. This is good. I eat a lot. This is my favorite flavor. Yeah, I like. What's yours? You didn't? Did you have the other?
No, we both went fruity.
If this has a splash of milk in it, I don't think you'd hear me talk for the next 10 minutes.
I mean, if
This is easily my favorite so far. Easily.
and this is healthy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you in
This
agreement?
is healthy.
Am
I
I
was just doing some turkey math on the back.
am I guessing from this reaction that you're in agreement with me?
Oh, this is really good. I was just calculating in my head if eating a whole box of this, how unhealthy that is, and it's still healthy-ish.
Eating a whole
It's
box.
not
Yeah.
specifically bad.
No, there's 5 servings per box. So I was trying to multiply everything by 5, which was a bit of a...
Tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
Bit
I
of a
mean,
treat.
not Fruity Pebbles. And maybe I shouldn't be saying other cereal brand names, but if you like fruits, the cereal that also has an underwear brand, kind of close to it, tastes like that, but it's healthy.
These are good, man.
It's an underwear brand, kind of.
You know what?
Do you have some Beavers?
This is good dry.
Didn't have some last week either, for what that's worth to you.
Oh.
You know what this is?
Oh, you weren't getting the chocolate peanut butter from us.
That's fine. Got another box, so.
I got little kids in my life now, little nephews, and Katie has cousins. This is like you're hanging out with a little kid, and his mom packed him a little plastic bag full of some dry cereal, and then like he goes to eat it, and then you end up just eating all of his cereal because it's delicious. That's how good this is. Stealing from a little kid good.
Man. Thanks, Magic Spoon. This is good.
Yeah, I'll stop because I'm going to eat the whole show if I keep doing this. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little spoon, I'll sprinkle, and then this way I'll just pick one at a time. That'll pace myself a little bit.
I
Should
like that.
do we try the other too?
We can.
I mean, I'm stuck on this one.
We,
I believe we're actively supposed to, so.
what's our promo code? There you go.
On this show, Jomboy.
Why do you guys have 1 million sponsors? Oh, because our audience is absolutely fantastic.
I'm hot as shit.
Listens a lot, and supports us, and supports the people that support us, and that's kind of how businesses work.
Just ready to frosted?
On this episode of this show, we actually have 2, which is
2 sponsors.
less than 1 million.
Yeah, we have sponsors because you guys are awesome. And that's how business works.
Claps in the chat for yourself.
Everyone clap for themselves a little bit. Frosted is I'm actively calling bullspit. If this is healthy,
They're just lying.
I'm doomed. Like I'm a mess.
Like as you can tell, we're not reading off anything. I have eggs a lot for breakfast, and I like eggs. I'm in the eggs game, but I need to break it up more. And I think this is it.
Promo code is Jomboy, correct?
I think we're live.
On this show, it is.
MagicSpoon.com/Jomboy. Promo code at checkout, save $5. All right, so I love peanut butter and chocolate. Like the peanut butter one is really good. If I was to buy again, I would get these 2 flavors. And if I had milk, I'd love to mix these 2 and see what that tastes like. And you know what? Katie, my wife, she'd love these flavors too. She likes the sweet and the fruity cereals. She might need me to save some for her. Oh, really good.
Add to cart. Check out.
You're buying some?
Yeah. This isn't this isn't part of it.
Just keep that low.
This is for me.
No, I need some. Like, if there's some left, I'm taking it home. Oh, we're going to be here till midnight.
Yeah.
We're eating this. This is
Yeah.
getting eaten.
That's our chaser.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and there's boxes of the other ones in there, I think, still, because I brought the new box.
Oh, yeah.
There's another. And there's
We have
other
two more
of them.
boxes of these flavors?
We have one more box of every flavor they've sent.
Could have just used a bigger slice.
Do you have what's that, Jake?
Name on the card is Jake Storielli.
Do you have a knife or a scissor? This one's really taped up.
I think I gave Jake some scissors at one point. Might be under the hat.
Did you walked over here with scissors?
While I wait, I'll just have a couple.
I think they're under. Yeah.
Found them. All right, so we got another box here. No idea what this is or who it's from. Opening up a box with scissors. Having lots of fun, talking about stuff, sitting in our chair.
Dude, this is making my head spin a little bit.
How good?
I've always said, like, what are scientists doing? Like, make tasty, healthy stuff. And I think we're really close to that world.
Okay, there's a big letter at the top of this. Okay, hold on. We got a long letter and a lot of stuff. Jake, save your stomach. I think we're about to be eating a ton.
Okay.
Hello, Jomboy, Jake, and BBD. I suck at writing, so I'll keep this part short. I love the content you guys make and had my patron shout out on the CBA for Dummies episode of Talking Baseball. I'm excited for this new season of Blast from the Past as well as this full 162 game of baseball. I watched JJR with the longest halftime ever and saw that you guys didn't like the Mexican candy and decided to send some Mexican snacks that I hope you guys will like. Now we're going to be fucked if we go 0 for 2 on this. I have listed the snacks included in the package. There are 5 main parts of the package. There's an orange packet with gancitos. All right, so he has them all listed. Little side note, the guy who was working the register at the store I bought this stuff at looked like a Hispanic version of Jake. I was going to ask to take a picture, but he was the only one open, and there were a bunch of people in line behind me. And last thing before I finish, I have a sort of baseball trivia question, but I'm not sure if it is too easy or if it is something everyone already knows, but here it is. What are the 4 American League franchises that have remained in the same city since the start of the American League in 1901? Also, okay, so Boston.
American League team since 1901.
Boston's the only one.
Philly.
American League.
Weren't they like the Athletics or something?
The A's were there, and the Phillies are
Can
not.
a franchise
are
change
not.
its name, or did they leave and then a new one
I guess
started?
that's
The
what
question is
I
American
don't know.
League teams, isn't it?
American League franchises.
So the
Okay,
Phillies
so the
are not
Phillies
one
will
of
be
them.
out. White Sox? That feels good, no?
Well, they maybe.
I think so. They might have changed names at one point, but I don't believe that they've changed cities.
Whatever was the first team in Chicago, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Detroit,
Detroit feels good.
Cleveland.
I think Cleveland has changed.
Did they go back to the start?
Well, they've been so many different
Right.
nicknames.
There's been
but
a
I
few
think they've
teams. There's
the
been a
same.
few teams that
How
were
many do we
Cleveland
need?
and moved out.
4.
I like Detroit, Cleveland, Boston. What was the one I said? Chicago?
Okay. I don't know if there's an answer here. There's a piece of paper that's folded up.
That's gotta
Also,
be the
which
answer.
one National League franchise has done the same thing since 1876? He folded up the answers.
1876.
The Reds.
Reds.
Cubs, Reds.
I want to end this letter by thanking you for all that you guys do for our entertainment, hope, and for all you've done for the game of baseball. I hope you guys keep growing your company and keep putting out good content. Luis Flores, a sad Cubs fan. He had to take the Sponge and Emperador cookies out of the box because they didn't fit in the box.
Damn it.
Answers to the trivia question he has folded up.
I feel good about Boston.
The 4 AL teams are the Cleveland Indians, the Boston Red Sox, the Chicago White Sox, and the Detroit Tigers. So we got it.
Yeah.
Only NL team is the Cubs.
Yeah.
Good job, Jake. Okay.
Good job.
All right, so some snacks here. Do you want to do this?
How can I help you?
Yeah, you grab a snack.
Here to help.
I'm gonna eat some of this cereal.
Oh, boy.
Magic Spoon promo code Jomboy.
Orange packet with the gancitos.
Okay, so this
What color packet's that?
has a bunch of the stuff from last time and one new thing. This has these squirter candy
What
things.
label is it? He's got labels.
C.
C. Okay.
This has
Does he
the
want
same
us going in a
cookies.
certain order? Yeah, I'm really excited to have that again.
Can we save those for the end?
Yeah, we might need.
Because we might have bad stuff along the way. So he said, I put some of the tiny tajin, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Bottles in the bag so you guys can actually try it.
This is the actual powder we hate. Just
But
by
it might be
itself.
good on not candy. I don't know.
Yeah, not trying to combine it with.
I also
With
put
fruit
some
would be
Lucas
nice.
candy. It is a sort of spicy liquid candy. I'm not the biggest fan of this candy, but I saw someone in the chat recommend it. There's a red, white, and green coconut candy that's supposed to be a little Mexican flag. I don't know what these are actually called, but I call them bandaritas,
Okay.
which translates to little flags. You want to try that?
Bandaritas.
Looks like a
Is that
sponge
that?
cookie.
We can.
You divvy out what you want us to try. And then the
Let's save this back.
the mazapan candies.
We know
which
we
we
have
like.
safe stuff.
Mazapan. We like
Yeah.
those.
We've got safety in this bag.
That bag, we know there's happiness in that bag.
This looks like a chocolatey Twinkie thing labeled Gansito.
The orange bag is Gansitos, our chocolate-covered cake with a strawberry and cream filling. I like to eat these frozen, but they also taste good at room temperature. You want to try that? Sounds good to me. Chocolate-covered cake with strawberry and cream
These should
filling.
be good.
Yeah,
They're called Gansitos.
They look like Twinkies.
it feels hard to end up bad.
Split one?
Yes, let's split one.
DVD, you have to eat a whole one.
Oh fuck.
Because I think we're eating a lot here.
Yes. Our friend sent a lot of food.
I'm excited about these. Gansitos. Gansitos. Luis is here. Luis Flores? Thank you. He says he doesn't care about the order we eat them in.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, BBD sounds like he likes it.
Haven't put it in my mouth yet. It's talking about just not caring about the order.
Luis, you're the best, man. That was good. That is a tasty treat.
Tastes like a gas station hostess cupcake key type deal with strawberry involved as well.
This one absolutely feels like it's a snack.
That was good. That's like a once a month at a gas station. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna allow myself to grab that.
Yeah.
today.
In my head, I have it a baby step over gas station for some reason. I think it's just a quantity thing. Only having half of it, I feel pretty good.
I had a little more than half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, TV turned off.
TV with the reset.
What's label is that?
S?
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 Sponge cookies.
You're joking.
That has to be.
What's the
That has to
inside
be a
joke
joke.
here?
When the new bodega opened up,
Mm-hmm.
we always used to get lost and just stand in the candy section.
Yeah.
The candy that always jumped out was sponge. And then it was a joke for a while, like one of these days we're gonna get the sponge, we're gonna get the sponge.
And we started doing this segment of this show.
Yes. And we were
And
so
sponge
excited
went
to
away.
do the sponge. And there was no sponge.
Cookies with marshmallows and strawberry flavored jelly dollop on top. So it sounds really good. Sounds like in the same world as what we just ate.
Yes. Ooh.
Oh, it's almost like a carnival situation.
This is interesting. I don't know if this is the same sponge.
Look at this.
They were definitely kissing cousins.
These definitely have the same. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
It's sponged.
Here we
they're
go.
clearly related.
Now, is there coconut
How
on
do you
here?
bite this?
Is there coconut on here?
I believe that's what the white is, and that was part of what scared me from the original.
There is a sprinkle of coconut on here.
Sprinkle of coconut's my enemy.
How would you bite this?
One bite.
one
one
all
bite?
of it.
It's aggressive.
So much fucking coconut.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's just coconut.
So,
What did you say? There are cookies with marshmallows and a strawberry flavored jelly. If there's coconut, you gotta let people know there's coconut.
you got coconutted. It's going to be okay. I didn't realize how spongy.
Because that's the marshmallow.
That's
part.
that's like biting into a marshmallow. That makes sense. I will finish this. I like this.
I ate the whole Twinkie thing, so I'm trying to
That's
conserve.
fine.
And like not a coconut guy. But
Thank you for sending us the sponsor.
You have no idea how
Dude,
important
coconut
it was that you
flakes
sent
are an
that,
all-day
so.
thing. They're an all-day thing. It's like when you eat an onion and then your mouth has that onion taste forever.
You're going to fight through it.
I'm going to be pulling coconut flakes out of my mouth for...
I've got something that'll clear out your mouth pretty good later.
When we're live on the Yankee game at 8 o'clock tonight, there's going to be coconut flakes
I think it's
still
just swimming in your
floating
head.
around my
man.
mouth.
E?
E is, the cookies are sandwich-style cookies, Emperador. I'm sounding like...
Parador?
Emperador. Jesus. Cookies are sandwich-style cookies with lemon-flavored cookies and lemon-flavored middle filling, and maybe coconut. We don't know or not. But I also don't like
Anyone's
lemon, so
guess.
this is a tough
This
asker.
looks like more of a peanut butter treat almost.
I don't choose
Or not a peanut butter.
lemon, but I can power through it. Unlike
These look like crackers.
Lemon won't ruin my day.
These look like crackers.
I can certainly do that.
That's pretty lemony.
Lemony, heading up. Heading up.
Those are good.
That's good. I can absolutely eat more of that.
Yeah, these taste like what is it? There's a very familiar taste that this tastes like.
I mean, they taste a lot like the Hanukkah cookies my mom makes, but I don't think you've had those.
I don't think I had those. Was it the Girl Scout lemon cookie?
Kinda.
Yeah.
These are good. I hate lemon, or I dislike lemon. I never really go out of my way to eat lemony things.
I
So-
wouldn't pick this
So
at
for
a
me,
store.
to enjoy this is
Oh, come on.
what the hell is that?
This is a box of cookies.
Oh, what?
The Sortito Rico.
A box of assorted cookies. I can't really give my opinion on them because there are a lot of them, but I hope you guys like them.
This is for the office.
All right, we'll save
Yeah,
those.
we'll get this.
That's just a box of cookies.
It's too many for us
Maripan.
to try one of them.
Give me that. Mazepam.
You want the good stuff?
No, I'm gonna coconut flakes.
This might clear
I mean,
it
do we
out.
need to have?
Do you remember how powerful this was?
Do we need to have some of the stuff we know we don't like?
No. We have more rally power now.
Ah, I forgot we can make multiple purposes out of this.
Yeah.
I will try this new coconut thing.
Thank you very much, Luis.
Luis sent us a care package, man.
I mean, that's awesome.
If anyone wants to start going the magic spoon route and sending us healthier things, I'm okay with it.
We've always framed this as trying snacks, so
What's that? It's like a sponge cake.
This is your hell.
That's just straight coconut.
I think this is packed condensed coconut.
yeah. Are we doing it?
Yeah. We got a half hour left, right?
We want it. I don't know what the rules are.
No rules.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A Massachusetts woman didn't know she was pregnant for 9 months, then said there's a baby in the toilet. It was a kind of sad ending.
Ooh.
A Florida man breaks Guinness World Record after watching Avengers Endgame 191 times in theaters. A Poland man failed to get his driving license for the 192nd time. A mission to clean up space junk with magnets has been set to launch. We found a baby on the subway. Now he's our son. Full headline. I've actually read that story. That's a really cool story about two men who found a little baby on the subway back in like the late 90s or early 2000s. Partners, gay men. And then they raised him as their own because it was like giving him to an orphanage or
Right.
alternatives.
Sometimes
And-
life.
And we have a new truck spill.
In
Right.
the town we used to live in.
Yeah.
Or I lived in, Jake lived right by.
I read the news today, oh boy.
A little bit of coconut just found. Didn't know she was pregnant for 9 months. This happens. There was a whole TV show in the middle 2000s called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant.
Yeah.
I remember that was on when I was a freshman in college because it was when like the cable package was I had to watch whatever was on the 10 channels they offered. So I actually saw, and maybe they were just like telling college kids that. I remember the first episode was about like a college soccer player, and she didn't know she was pregnant. She was.
I kind of remember that.
I'm telling you, because we were in college and you only had limited channels, and that was one of the ones we got. And she was like playing soccer.
Yeah.
And not realizing she was like 5 months pregnant.
Yeah, we watched this show.
Yeah. Maybe watch it together. Yeah.
Could have watched it together.
So that happens. I mean, I hope the baby's healthy and happy, and that the woman is healthy and happy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. She's with her fiance. They thought it was a kidney stone.
Oh.
And it was baby. They were going to get married in 2020, but it got delayed. Well, congrats, baby Liam. Oh, man.
I have a lot of questions about the birthing process, because this quote says, we were just kind of in shock and not expecting, and all of a sudden there's a baby in the toilet.
Yeah.
She thought she was passing kidney stones, but she thought she was... I'm going to keep it happy. Congratulations on the baby. I hope everyone's healthy and happy.
Is this baby screwed in high school and college? Toilet baby?
I got to get off the story before I turn it south. I hope everyone's healthy, and happy.
Congrats.
And congratulations.
I'm going to try another bite of this.
Try another bite. A Florida man breaks the Guinness Book of World Records after watching Avengers Endgame. This guy sucks. Big Cat actually like tagged Jeff D. Lowe in it and was like, good job. And then from Barcelona, Jeff D. Lowe like claimed it. And then this guy came at him and was like, oh, dude, it wasn't you. It was me. Look at my certificate. And like took a picture with his certificate.
Yeah.
I don't know. This sucks.
Someone was online pretending to be talking Jake, taking all my trophies. I'd be pissed. I'm happy this guy likes something that much.
The most difficult part about this attempt was giving up my social life with my family.
Yeah. I mean that.
He thanked his family, friends, and staff at theaters he visited for their support. What did he win? What was his benefit here?
He's a world record holder.
What is the monetary game?
I don't think there is. I think it's just a personal thing to say I hold a world record.
How many sittings did he do this in?
Same film 191 times. I'm assuming we've got some big weekends. Thanked his family and friends.
The movie was released on April 2019. By June, he had already watched it 110 times. How much money did that cost him?
He said, plan accordingly to your record attempt and prepare yourself as much as you can, physically and mentally. All things are possible.
I go twice a week. I go twice on weekdays, Saturday and Sunday, 4 to 5 times. Which is... Jesus Christ.
Congrats, man.
No. 0 congrats.
World record holder.
0 congrats for me. You let a lot of people down. That was him. A Polish man failed his driver's license for the 192nd time. Another, obviously calling bullshit right away. Might be a fake article.
What? Jim. This is from squeakly.com.
Squeakly.com?
Yeah.
Okay. If this is true, then the Polish government is wasting a lot of money. For the past 17 years, he has failed every single theory test Polish drivers need to pass to acquire a driving license. So he's just passing the written test? He spent $1,550 on exam fees. He broke the record for a British driver who passed his theory test 158 times.
So he's still going. We got a couple record holders today.
The number of attempts should be capped, instructors say. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hard agree.
I mean, and this dude... This is just sad. They're like, if someone is ignorant of the rules and doesn't know them, he should not drive on the streets. I think this is a test-taking ability more than him being ignorant. I doubt he's gone in 192 times and paid $1,500 and not studied. Like, it sounds like this dude just is bad at test taking and studying. And maybe,
He may not have studied.
whatever.
He may not have studied. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, is the guy... I don't know. Is the guy happy about this?
Is he legally dumb? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, apparently. I was wondering, like, is this guy the same as the Marvel guy? Like, this is just his gag at this point.
Maybe. I'm thinking if this is real, someone should step in and get him a tutor and, like, sit with him and see if he knows it, but he's just bad at, like, memorizing tests. Like, what if this is, like, a severely dyslexic or, like,
Hear me.
and
Just
alone?
have the worst test anxiety ever.
Yeah.
I suppose in that case, you probably
They're just accepting his money right
shouldn't
now.
drive either.
I'm on this guy's side. I think the system's failing.
I'm
him.
happy you're defending him. I don't know.
He's 50 years old.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a world where this is the saddest story so far.
I think this is the saddest story so far, and I think that people are making a joke of it, and I think that the Polish government should, like, step in here.
I would
and
assume...
send someone to his apartment one time and see what's up.
I'm assuming Squeakley and this guy are in cahoots. This guy could be Squeakley.com.
It's fake or it's sad.
Or dumb.
I don't think
Leave a dumb percentage in there.
5%.
Same as the Avengers guy.
No, see, I don't have him being like the Avengers guy. I think this dude wants to drive really bad.
I don't think so. Why would you even take the test at a certain point? Just drive if you want to drive that bad, you know?
Just doing an online test. Yeah. Oh,
Wants
this
it to be
dude
all
drives
above
around,
board.
man.
Anything he gets the test.
Squeak.
Well, I'm guessing this is an online test.
Yeah, but that's a less funny joke.
Oh.
Ooh, my last time ever on Squeakly.com,
What they do?
they have the, links to other articles on their website. 5'7" guys stand a chance after all. Putin gets named hottest guy in Russia despite his height. Fuck's that supposed to mean?
You're not happy for him?
I'm happy for Putin.
Yo, heightism is like a crazy thing. Someone I was just talking to, doctor, was trying to like get, like, you know, oh, it looks like he might not be that tall. Do you want to do hormones? No.
Yeah.
Who cares?
There's a certain short point.
I don't care how tall I am.
We've mocked people together.
Sure.
Right. I think that's what
a
there's...
pretty terrible precedent to set for a little kid. Like my
Like they're
mom.
offering that for just guys being kind of short, not just people who are like,
Yeah.
like it's
I think the cutoff is like 5.
notable.
Like, yeah. There's a cutoff where life is very difficult, but no, it like my height. Like you can survive.
I was gonna say,
at our height.
if they
Yes.
can tell you're only gonna be like 5'1" or something, like yeah, that would be a pretty difficult life.
We talked about Bagel Boss.
Yeah, we went
in
on
the
a
office
Bagel
yesterday.
Boss.
He's like 4'11". That's really short.
Yeah, he's
I'm not talking about that. Talking
Right.
about like a projection to be 5'8".
We didn't know
and
that.
getting
in the
offered to
story.
be hormones.
Okay.
Nuts.
Could be the future.
Do you circling back on driver's tests?
Sure.
You guys driver's license test. Was that notable?
Not really.
No.
The
In
only
Connecticut, the written part is a fucking joke.
yeah.
It's 10 questions, and you have to get 7 out of 10 right, and they're really easy. In California, it's a real deal, 25 to 50 questions, and you have to get, like, a really good score and take it in. In Connecticut, is literally the written part. And I've done it in a couple other states now, I did in New Jersey as well. My parents did it in New York, and we all laughed about Connecticut's. I don't know if it's changed, but when we were teenagers, it was the biggest joke of a written test I've ever come, and probably anything. It'd be
Yeah.
like something Sam would give us, And
So
she
it's
would
like
just.
Sam gives Katie.
It's like what
for-
Sam gives Katie for like baseball quizzes.
That's
Still got to drive.
Yeah, but just
Yeah.
the written part.
The written part's very easy. The written part's very easy. Still got to drive.
the written part in Jersey could have changed since I did it, but I doubt it wasn't that long ago. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I believe it was 50 questions. You only needed to get like 30 of them right to pass, but there was like a cutoff for like you get a pretty good insurance deal if you got over a certain amount.
Right.
So there was like kind of pressure. I wanted to get to that number
Sure.
because I also knew I was gonna have to like pay it.
Good
That's
to
just-
achieve.
That's just practical.
Good to achieve. Yeah. No, the only thing
So I was happy I got that.
we drove up to visit my sister at Syracuse right after I did my driver's test. So like, it's my mom's ultimate like win. Like, oh, you can drive the 4
You can
hours.
take a shift.
I can take a nap. So I was happy for her.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Pass
She ever let
the-
you drive? Well, she had to let you drive when you had your permit too, right?
Yeah, but I mean that was very much
Hands on.
like we never like went anywhere.
Just gonna
It's
give
like,
you a shift
go
on a
to-
long trip. and-
Drive to the local grocery store. Park in a parking lot. We did a couple. I was a pretty good driver off the rip. I think I credit video games for that.
When I had my permit, my dad, like the whole family went to visit my cousins that were living in somewhere in New York, but like an hour drive from Connecticut. My dad had me drive on the highway the whole way. It's my first time on the highway.
It's a rush.
And I was just like, oh, okay.
It's a rush, man.
Mhm. Just a permit. Whole family in the car. I don't know how they got in the car with me. I guess you just get over
Other
that.
cars play defense too. You
Yeah.
know?
A mission to clean up space junk with magnets has been set to launch. I will give you guys the floor.
This doesn't do it for you?
I don't like space.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say I don't like it. I'm like actively not interested in it.
Not interested in space. Hey, get rid of the space junk, you know? It'd be cool if they could see it. Feel like this would be a cool video. If they put a giant magnet in space and then just a bunch of
Get a bunch of
crap
stuff.
starts floating over. Be cool if something floats over that's like not ours. It's like, oh,
Like this isn't
it's metal.
this isn't our garbage we left out here.
It'd be a good confirmation. Get people freaking out. I'm in for that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's just like so many other issues on land.
Scientists are bored. Make more stuff like this. Would be my first ask.
Solve the pandemic.
Got a vax. 3 of them.
I signed up. I signed up to get mine last night.
Good.
I don't know if I have an email or anything yet.
I'm going Friday.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, you did say that. I knew there was someone else in the office that had signed up.
They didn't email me.
Plug me.
Did you have to put yourself on a list?
I just did all of it.
Do you mean so you signed up to be on the list thing?
I just wanted to go get one. Like Katie signed up and they was just like, yeah, here's a time slot. Here's some days to choose from. So I'm wondering, is that what you did or did they give you the slot? Because they told me you're on a waiting list. We'll tell you when you can take it.
That's what happened to
slotted.
me, and we're the same county. So
Yeah, okay.
when I first did it, and it was before they were like letting people do it. I just wanted to be like alerted the first chance I'm like eligible, I guess. So I was on that list at one point. I think New Jersey,
We slotted in New York. I don't know.
I think they're still a few weeks away from everyone being able to sign up for anything if they want it.
Yeah. I only have so many like slots of a day in
Yeah.
a week that I could do. So
Yeah, I was very happy that I got the Saturday.
it's a great day to get.
Yeah, it's the only day we take off. It's not even really off. We watch the games, but
Yeah.
don't go somewhere. And I got the first one before the season, so it didn't really matter.
Can you choose which one you get, or is it just kind of up to?
I think it kind of depends where you are, or at least when I was signing up, and in the process, it just certain places had the certain one. I would assume if they
cool.
let you straight up choose.
Jess said it was dealer's choice, but they had us book 2 appointments, so it doesn't sound like dealer's choice.
I just wanna go to, like, if we go to the stadium in a couple weeks, we're planning out or whenever. I don't want to do the 6 hours before thing. Just,
Yeah. Did you see they set up outside the stadium, like a rapid test area.
They did?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Joe's
so that's
posted
good.
it.
I wonder how long the line is there.
I wonder if they run out of those.
There's probably so many people that bought tickets and didn't know that they had to be done 6 hours beforehand or blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, yeah, well, we should probably set up a tent here. Now they just probably redirect everyone, bump the price up. Yankees get a cut. Joking.
Business,
Yeah.
John. It's a force.
I'm joking. I don't think they're making money off it.
So I mean, next week I guess I get the second one, and then I'll just like wait the 2 weeks before going to any game, because
Yeah.
might as well.
Heard they're being light on the rules.
I heard you can fake it if you want, but I don't know how I feel about that. Don't want to be in a place where a bunch of people are faking it.
Yeah.
What else you got, Jim?
That's all, unless we got rankings or mailbag or anything. Ken Burns' new documentary on Hemingway is coming out. First 2 episodes were the 5th and the 6th. So that's very exciting news in my world.
Saw that.
It's
Happy
almost-
for you. Thinking about it.
Sorry.
There he is.
Okay, pasting them in our doc. I don't know why pacing was so difficult, but anyway, this is from Travis. You might remember back in November he sent us the one with Thunderdome with the Falcons and then the children. He followed up.
Okay.
He has another one for us. He sent this a while ago, actually, so happy I'm finally getting to it. Hey, guys, got another question for you. Thinking about an eating competition, but need to know if these are reasonable. Can you rank these from hardest to easiest to compete? The contest is to eat 48 of one food item in 16 hours, 8 a.m. to midnight. So your options, 48 eggs, you can cook them however you want, 48 slices of pizza, medium pies, 48 Taco Bell tacos, 48 chicken strips.
Great question. I have...
Who sent that?
Travis Miller.
Travis, thank you.
I have a clarification I need to be made.
Yeah.
Because do you have to eat the eggs just eggs, or can they be part of ingredients?
I think for these purposes, it's they are part of what you would call.
I'll hear out your angle, but I can't guarantee it.
I don't care. I'm just asking if I can.
Like
if I can cook a meatloaf with 3 eggs in it, and then cook a cake with 4 eggs in it, and then eat 5 scrambled eggs for breakfast, and then have my lunch be, an egg sandwich. There's an easier path to get the 48 eggs if you're allowed to eat them as ingredients.
I'll allow it. That sounds like a brutal path.
I would. If it's just
you
48,
already ate a full meatloaf, a full cake. Because it's not like you can have a slice. If you put 3 eggs in there, you got to have the whole thing.
Well, you get all day.
Right.
I don't like eggs.
Right.
Like raw. I like eggs.
Eggs
but
is tricky in this.
There's a very big cliff where I think I'd start gagging and throwing up. Where
Yeah.
I'd enjoy the first 5, the next 5 to 10 I'd force down, and then I think I would have a mental block or a physical block where my kind of like you can't chug a gallon of milk, where my body would just reject eggs.
I think that's the interesting.
I was gonna say I think for these purposes, like you could make it if you're making like a big omelet or something. Like the eggs are featured as part of it, of what you're doing.
I just think the eggs of all this other stuff, eggs you don't really naturally overeat. Like, if you think about some of the bigger egg dishes you've ever had, or most eggs you've eaten in your life, that's probably like 6 eggs, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, and we're talking 48. And everyone knows 6 goes into 48. 8 times? I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's all around it.
Yeah.
Chicken strips is really
So
easy.
the
7
most
times 7's 49.
The most
so.
eggs I've ever eaten in my life times 8? Like, that doesn't seem in play. There is an interesting stipulation on the pizza that it was listed as a Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut.
And like the size medium pie.
The slices are smaller. I mean, it's still a killer. An absolute killer.
I have that as the hardest.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
think
that's the game we should... I don't think I can
that's-
complete any of this. I think the game is...
Which one could you get the farthest?
Yeah.
Chicken strips. Maybe.
That feels like the only one I think I have at least a chance. And maybe I'm underestimating how big that is.
Did he give us a timeline, or is it just in
16 hours? So you have from 8 a.m. to midnight.
You
Why
got
didn't you just
4
do
meals.
Why didn't you just do 24 hours?
People sleep.
You're gonna sleep 8 hours.
You wake up, and this is your task till midnight.
So 3 chicken strips an hour. I think I could do it. I'd get gross. Depends on the size, because there's some that are small, some that are big.
Yeah, he says. I mean, he listed in his examples Chick-fil-A and Popeyes.
Had Popeyes
but,
the other day, and those were full ones.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what exactly constitutes a strip.
So all of these would be 3 an hour
Mm-hmm.
in our world.
I think eggs is like size-wise the easiest, but for some reason, I think my body would reject
I think
it.
you'd get to that gross threshold.
I do think eggs
not
would
be able
be
to
the
do
one, if I actually want to do this, probably the closest I could get to 48. It'd be gross. It'd be miserable.
Also depends on
eggs
the
is the
toppers.
one that just mental hurdle. I know I'm not getting there. I
Yeah.
don't like it. Just eggs.
Yeah. Tacos, if you're doing like Taco Bell tacos, soft shell tacos, or
So you
even
can
like
soft or hard shell.
Jack in the Box. If you can do Jack in the Box soft shell tacos, that's a tough day, but I could do that. Those
He
things
does.
are-
This is
those
the one
things
he
are
went pretty
tiny.
specific that it is Taco Bell tacos.
And yeah, you go soft taco there. It still ends up being a lot. The 3 an hour is an interesting thing. I do think that brings eggs in play.
1 egg every 20 minutes. Oh my God.
Yeah, probably my highest end results would be eggs, chicken strips. Man, Domino's pizza slices versus Taco Bell's.
Like those aren't particularly large slices.
I think I'm probably tacos than pizza.
I think pizza. There's no chance at all I'd finish it. But I could get pretty far.
Pizza, I would be ahead initially on tacos because they're small slices with Domino's, like they're little.
Yeah, like the size medium.
But
Heavy though.
then you just hit
They're not
a
thin.
wall.
Crust
At
is-
some point, you're gonna not be able to eat anymore. You need to take a break, and then you're behind again.
Yeah.
It's like how far ahead can you really get?
And I say, Normal Dog in the chat said pizza would be enjoyable if it was from a New York pizza place. Yes, but that's also
10 times harder.
much larger slices.
I think if I did eggs, I'd be on the toilet for the last 12 hours of the day, eating and shitting.
It's fine. That might help.
No.
Yeah.
I think if I did eggs, I'd take 24 and eat them as eggs, and I'd take 24 and I'd bake
Other food?
a big something
Okay.
and sneak them somehow.
24 is still a lot. It's 2 cartons.
Mm-hmm. It was a bad day.
Yeah.
If I get 24 eggs for the first 10 hours,
Right.
and then the last 6 hours, I got to eat a moist carrot cake.
It's going to be a gross. I think the last thing you'll want to put in your stomach after 24 eggs is a moist carrot cake. A moist, eggy carrot cake.
Good.
Okay.
That'd have to be such a moist carrot cake to fit
I don't think the moistness helps.
24 eggs.
I think you take that first moist bite and you're reminded of the eggs and you have a bad time.
So this incredibly moist carrot cake recipe calls for 4 eggs. So I mean moist.
Moist. Thorough.
We have any rankings or anything else?
That was it. But we didn't. I don't think we did the truck spill.
Oh, there's a truck spill
Yeah, I put it in
Oh!
banter because I didn't.
in
I thought
Southbury.
news was dead.
In Southbury,
Wow.
Connecticut. Where on 84? What exits do you think it was between? You think it was at like that bend where you lost the blow up thing?
If you guys want to guess exits, I have what they are.
I just saw
Ah,
when I opened the article, it popped up.
I would guess between 15 and 16, closer to 16.
So, this is going to get heavy Southbury talk. It's between 11 and 14. So, kind of the area you pegged, which that's Newtown.
Yeah.
And they talk about Newtown in the article, but Southbury gets the clicks, you know.
Well, you know why? Because it's the only town in the entire country named Southbury. There's Newtown, Pennsylvania. Land's better. But they said exit in between 11 and 12 and 13 or 11 and 14?
11 and 14.
According to troopers, both sides of the highway in Newtown and Southbury were closed from exits 11 through 14.
It's a lot of highway to close.
Yeah. What spilled? Do we know?
Dumped wood all over the highway.
Oh, my God.
Okay, it was on the Rochambeau Bridge. So I think that is close to 14, right? Did you make love on the Rochambeau Bridge?
Is the Rochambeau Bridge where you can jump off of?
I mean, that might have literally been where I dropped the moonbounce. Rochambeau Bridge.
Yeah, I'm Googling it as well.
Fake Southbury, Connecticut.
It's got its own website?
Whoa, it does. Why does this bridge have its own website?
Rochambeau Bridge, sign up for email alerts. What? Oh, it looks like construction updates?
No, I'm good. I'll come to you guys. I want the...
Dude, did you know the Rochambeau Bridge is that cool?
No.
It's pretty. So that is right where you dropped the moonbounce. And that's the wind I was thinking of.
Yeah.
When you're leaving Southbury and you're winding right. Right?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, one of the scary times of my life.
Tell everyone about it.
Done it on here, JJR. It's been a while. I'll walk you kids back through it. Used to deliver moon bounces and party supplies, tables, chairs, snow cone machines, but mostly moon bounces. And so you'd grab 3. You'd go to 3 different kid parties, and you'd put the blower that inflates it. You got the jumpy houses. If they need tables and chairs, it's all in the back of a trailer. And so you used to just lean them on the trailer. That's how we were told. So one day, had them leaning on the trailer. One of them caught a little wind, floop, flopped off, rolled onto the side of the highway. Had to pull over and reel it in and put it back on the truck on the highway, on the bridge. This bridge we're talking about. Had to deliver it to a kid's house. Or no, did we deliver it? No, we didn't. We didn't. We brought it back because we knew it wasn't going to inflate. That would have been a bad time for the kids.
So lucky no one was driving behind you. That would have just like...
Yeah. Oh, it's scary. These things weigh like 300 pounds. And it just was bouncing on the highway.
It looks like it looks like the truck was heading towards Southbury.
Okay.
So it was on the outer side.
Leaving Newtown, heading towards Southbury.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's bad. This isn't like a fun one where things rolled over. This was like fire and like injuries and
Yeah.
stuff.
Can we pretend it spilled something cool?
Wood. Maybe he said wood. I think it is like
does
there's
say
like
wood.
6
Spilled out
there's
as
like
well.
there's like
Well, wood's fun.
there's like 2x10s all over the
We use
highway.
wood all over.
Yeah, steal that. Go steal that. Some kids in Southbury and make a badass treehouse.
Woodfest.
Did you ever jump off this bridge?
I never did, man.
This one?
I didn't get off to that part of Southbury a lot.
Courtney, this view of this river BBD right here, this little wind. There's up here somewhere. There's like a driveway up here, I think. Just like the coolest view. But yeah, this bridge right here, there's like, when we first moved there at least, there was like these badass trails that go down here that had rope swings to swing into the water, and then you could jump off this bridge. But then everyone said it was really dangerous because a train used to run there, and there was old like spikes and stuff down there from the bridge for the train tracks.
The bridge.
I never realized like these houses were this.
Yeah, those look badass from this angle.
I delivered to those houses when I delivered pizza in Newtown or food in Newtown. So I knew of this area. I just never really knew it was a little peninsula type thing. But yeah, it was an annoying place to drive to. You have to go down these roads.
Oh, Connecticut.
So it crashed going this way, BBD. Look.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
The brakes.
The wood and the oil from the truck. Everyone get out. Thanks for tuning in.
Fire. No other mailbag?
I think that's it.
All right, that's the episode. Gonna go eat some more of this cereal. We will be live on the Talking Yanks YouTube channel in about an hour and a half doing the Yankees pregame show. Then we'll be live out in the living room on the Talking Yanks YouTube channel watching the Yankees game, taking a shot of Jameson whiskey for every Jameson Tyone strikeout. Then we'll be live on the Talking Yanks YouTube channel for the post-game recap. So if you're looking to hang out with us, that's what we're doing all day. Andrew asked my best delivery story. I don't know. Got invited to a hotel.
High school orgy.
Like a high school orgy once. Probably that. Orgy, loosely used, 2 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls.
Touching.
Yeah, New Britain. Yeah, orgy.
Hard hitting.
Asked if I had any condoms, then asked if I wanted to join.
Over 5.5. Thanks, everybody.